cylinder, I don't feel too bad about. But when you have to cut out a little wedge, so in this case, we're going to try to cut out this much, and then this thing comes down like this. Okay, so what we do, we're going to try to cut out a certain degree measure, so it's going to be like this. All right, so technically, if you want to redraw this, you can see my picture on this. I end up like taking this out, cut out that little wedge. So that's what it would look like. Now, I give you some dimensions, and I say, hey, this is going to be 10 inches, and I'm taking out a degree measure. So it's like a big, tall cake, and you're cutting out a slice. This slice, let's say, is 65 degrees, okay? And the last thing, we need a radius. What would be a good radius to put in there? Let's go with 5. You could use anything you want on this, but the same idea. The idea is, how do you find the volume of the remaining shape? So what would be the smart thing? First step on this one. What is the volume of this shape? The whole shape. What is that? Volume of, what is that shape? Cylinder, right. So what is the volume of the cylinder? Anybody remember that one? Very good. That's right, Deanna. So you got pi r squared times the height. So with that in mind, if you put in the radius and you put in the height, you should be done.
Wait, what's the measure?
The question is to find the volume of this shape with this wedge cut out.
No, what's the degree measure?
65. Oh, 65 degrees. So that's 65 right there. So what I attempt to do, some of you have done this a little bit differently. You got a couple options. You could find the area of this base with the piece taken out, and then multiply by the height, because it is really kind of a prism. In fact, it is a prism. It has a circular base. But we know the volume of the cylinder, so I go ahead and write in pi, 3.14. What's my radius in this case? 5. We go 5 squared, and then times the height, which is 10. All right. What I do is I find the volume of the whole cylinder, and then multiply it times the fraction that's left. So how much is left? We know in a circle there's how many degrees? 360. So we have 360 minus the 65 degrees. How much is left? 295. 295. Agreed. That's nice. So you have 295 degrees on those. That's left. Now, you take the volume of the whole cylinder, so I'm going to take this times this fraction. 295 over 360 times whatever the volume is here. Anybody get the volume of the whole cylinder?
785.
780 even?
Yeah.
785. So it's times 785. Where's that coming from? That's this entire thing. That's been multiplied together to get the 785. Finally, you want to find the volume of that. 785 times 295 all over 360. Final answer, everybody?
43.26.
So it's a good review for you on this. 643 point, I had 2.26 as well. 643.26. And what is the what do we use for units on this one? Inches cubed. Okay. So another type of question you can have.